All right, and welcome back to episode 078 of the OK Podcast, powered by The Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi, recording live from around the globe. My buddy's over here in the Wes on the wall, ready to brawl. Been in the jungle, big jungle guy, big jungle. We got
always said that.
Yeah, we got Major Jeff Buege, resident Mormon, coming out at you from Utah, the greater Salt Lake area, if you will. Joining us, Mr. Jeff Buege, pronounced
Hello.
Big E for you non-American types. And then, of course, we have Mr. Trace Gottlich, Robert P. Gottlich, the third. He's the third one. And he is calling in today from Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi.
Oh, okay.
Yes, hometown, Texas. So
There's worse
we got
place to be.
Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff on the show today. The price of Bitcoin is $114,544.10. Fiat is going to crash any moment. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying we've almost tripled since we started this podcast. Let's see. The Red Sox just beat the Yankees. So that tells you what day it is in the year of our Lord. Game 1 in the Bronx. In the books.
Crochet.
Great day for baseball. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. 117 pitches. But with that, we got a lot. We just kind of want to level set everybody. We need to bubble up as a staff, circle the wagons, circle back. And, it's been a while since we've been able to get the whole team in one place, face to face, in front of a PowerPoint presentation. And sometimes it's not about the PowerPoint. It's about the team in the room at the same time, seeing each other. Sometimes I say things and they get portrayed differently than what I said. And so I just want you to hear it from me. And with that, we'll kick it over to the three.
Okay. Well, we're still a little salty here that we didn't get invited by the Secretary of War, Sec War, whatever he goes by. So it's all right.
I was invited.
Oh,
no, I'm there.
Yeah, that's a porta potties. Yeah, very well. Yeah. Okay, we'll do a quick roll call here. S1, yep, you're going to give us no credible contribution to this meeting, so we're just going to skip right past you. The Deuce, we want to get an intel update. 2, what you got?
That's you, Trey.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Sir, nothing really new for the group. I just want to make sure that, do we have our cell phones with us today?
Okay, I know we freaking daggone, there's a sign on the door that says no freaking daggone cell phones and a freaking daggone war room. Okay, first sergeants, police that trash, get it out of here. Go ahead, sir. My bad.
Hey, appreciate it, Sergeant Major. Yeah, so just want to make sure we don't have any cell phones. This is a secret brief. No, but outside of that, nothing really for the group.
Thank you.
Not a good deuce. The deuce would say something like, hey, sir, there is a top secret meeting being held on the skiff, inside the skiff, on the base that's not on this base, on Tuesday at 1400. And we want all key leaders to go. The problem is that no one has TS clearance, so we won't be sending anyone. But I just wanted to put it on your radar, sir. Outside of that, I'm working isopreps.
I love how you think I should be knowledgeable on these meetings when I haven't attended one in a decade.
They haven't changed.
They haven't changed, though. So whatever you remember is 100% accurate still, which is...
I ignored everybody until it was my turn to talk. So, yeah. Okay. So continue. Sorry, sir. Yeah. Nothing for the group.
Hey, keep the sidebars to a minimum.
My fault. Yeah. That hadn't changed.
They are authorized.
All right, 3 shop here. Some big updates coming down the pipeline. All right, Secretary of War has passed some updates. All right, height, weights, and our PT tests are going to be like under the microscope here. So what we're going to do in classic fashion is height weights coming down from higher are supposed to be twice a year. Okay, we're going to up that to
4
bi-hourly. So every other hour, you're going to weigh in. You're going to come down to the S3 shop, green on green. I don't want to see no freaking daggone boots with green on green. Okay. We're going to be in green on green with our Go Fasters. Okay. Go Fasters. And your green on green. Okay. We're going to get you height, weight. All right, we got 2 people that can do it in the entire battalion. So it's going to take probably 3 to 4 hours to get everybody through, and then you'll be immediately up for your next height and weight. So you'll just go ahead and stay in line. And we're just going to use also that as like our PT session. And so we're going to be knocking out 2 tasks at one time. We're going to be very efficient. We're going to be leaning forward, leaning into it, taking higher as guidance and running with it. Because that's what we do as a Marine Corps, as an organization, as a war fighting organization.
Hey, if I can here, Trash Chicks. First of all, Trey, I know you're watching something on your phone because we're boring to you, but if you could just turn that down, keep the side game volume to a minimum.
Sir, apologies. I'm single dad right now. So
just turn it a lot of static. We'll actually make this meeting worthwhile. So if you're not tracking Department of War, what was the meeting this morning? I mean, I woke up to him calling generals in the Pentagon fat, but What was it like? Just like a Fox News stump speech, or was it like an official meeting? I don't know.
It was a level set. He wanted to get the bubble centered.
Yeah,
with all.
So you're not allowed to be fat.
Not allowed to be fat.
You're not allowed to
have a beard.
And you're not allowed to be woke. And you're not allowed to be fat.
Can't be woke. Can't have a beard. Can only concentrate on war fighting.
Yep. Which has always been the mission.
And then, but you can't be fat, but can you be thick?
Well, you got to pass height weight, because if you're too tall, we're going to cut some of your legs off. And if you're too short, we're going to put you on stilts. So the height part of the height weight is really important. We're going to do the circumference test. It's the best way. The circumference test is fine. If women can do things, fine. That's fine. Just know it's going to be real freaking daggone hard. Okay. We are listed as combat arms. That list is pretty small.
Yeah, what was like artillery?
I don't know if you've seen the PDF
infantry,
yet.
Artillery armor?
Combat engineers. I think that's it. So yeah, there's a new Department of War thing out. You got a PT on every duty day, and you can't be fat. That's the big blue arrow. That's the bluff.
Did it look like some of the annual training requirements will be like reduced in like amount of the frequency, and like some of the seems like some of those classes that we've had to do every year twice
That'd be nice.
are going to get maybe reduced a little bit. So that is kind of great, because that was
Uncle Sam and his OPSEC.
So
yeah. All right.
4. Let's kick it over to 4. We got to talk logistics.
That's you 4.
No, it's you 4.
No, it's you 4. The best 4 I know. What do they say? Amateurs talk tactics, experts talk logistics. Let me put it to you this way. Let me tell you the trash sticks here. Okay.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
I'm interested in logistics, which means that you're fascinated by logistics, which means that the level down from you is dominated by logistics. Because if I'm interested, you're fascinated, and I'm interested in what the 4 has to say. So listen up to the 4. Go ahead, 4. I'm interested. I'm interested. Yeah. What are you?
Oh, I'm fascinated. Yeah.
So I'm interested. You are fascinated.
Yeah.
You're fascinated. You're fascinated. Your troops are obsessed. Okay. So I'm interested. You're fascinated. Subordinate commanders obsessed. All right. And by the way, my interests change rapidly, like moment to moment. So your obsession's down at the lower level. It's going to be crazy down there. All right, I'm obsessed with it. And now I'm obsessed with that. All right. Because I got a lot of interest. All right. My interests are level set across the bubbled up field. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, as far as the 4, we preparing for the phase mode we got coming down in 3 years. So we're, just kind of going through all the checklists, make sure we're ready for that. For the most part, we're not ready. Everything's still broken. But we're working on sourcing those parts, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, sir. We'll let you know.
That's good. Yeah. Christ was a calibrator.
Okay. Medical, dental, anybody got anything there? How's our readiness looking? Are we up, down?
Dental readiness is currently at 32%. I know that's a reduction of 60% since last week, but all the yuck mouths just became class 4. So we're all going to panic, even though we knew, like, hey, we did a dental rodeo 6 months ago. So that means that in 6 months. But anyway, outside of that, there's no shaving in the J.
Okay.
Don't forget to take your doxy. Don't forget to take your doxy. Maybe we'll ask the guests about doxy. I got a lot of doxy questions. If you're listening and you're thinking about shutting it off, we're going to have a guest. So stay with us.
You guys. You're going to want to stay on for this.
You're going to want to stay on for this.
How are we looking? We have our VTC set up for our guest that's me dialing in on Sipper.
Sir, I just wanted to ask, I know that you said you wanted to train like you fight and use crypto. Are you cool if we just put them on single channel plain text? Because that's actually the only comm I really know how to do. Is that fine? He's not fat, the guest. So we're in line with the Department of War's intent. Not fat.
Just get it done. Just get it done. Meet my intent.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Yeah, intent. Got it. You're interested. I'm obsessed. Got it.
Fascinated.
Yeah.
All right. As career planner, are you on the line? Career jammer, as they say.
I think he's got rotator cuff surgery.
Okay. Yeah. Still in that surgery. Got it. It's very thorough surgery.
It's a long surgery.
They want to make sure that cuff rotates. I get it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then let's kick it over to command deck. Sorry, Major. You got any good guidance for us? Any wisdom over there?
That's you, Trey.
No, that's not me.
Sergeant Major. This is Sergeant Major. PME remains a priority. PME, do your PME, get your school seats. I've been noticing broken washing machines in the barracks. Okay. These are brand new friggin' Diagon washing machines that we use unit funds for. Okay. And unit funds are limited. It is September 30. We could have a government shutdown tomorrow. So you break a friggin' dang washing machine, that thing may never wash clothes again. So just pay attention to the washing machines, look at them, stare at them, get your duties looking at the washing machines, staring at those things, making sure they're washing, making sure they're draining. Not too worried about the dryers. Seems to be just the washing machines that are the problem. But we owe it to the Marines. Okay. So I expect first sergeants all weekend. At some point, you watching a cycle go through the washing machine. Make sure no one breaks anything. All right, first sergeants. That's it. This is what you asked for. You put F. So washing machines. No, that's all I have, sir.
All right. Trash 5, and then we'll kick, and then trash 6 to close it out. If you got any closing comments here,
Trey, you're trash 5.
Just trash 5, sir. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Nothing for the group.
So mainly nothing for the group, but yeah, I just want to make sure that I'll have some sidebars with some officers about their uniforms later. But sir, yeah, I don't want to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
Trash 6, Thunder Actual. Good to be back with the team. Feels good. I appreciate the good brief. Slide deck looked real good. You guys meeting my intent. I really appreciate what you do. Tell your Marines that I appreciate it as well, especially that work on phasmo. Sometimes it's the process is the process, and at the lowest level, they got to understand the importance of an inspection like phasmo. It's not your everyday LRE. Okay, it's not your CGRI. It's phasmo, and when chips are down, that's a good unit. A good unit is one are the mustaches in regulation. Is there trash outside the barracks?
Are they skinny?
And what did they do in their last phase mill? And the skill, I mean, that's a given. You're not in the institution. No, yeah. So, trash 6 out. Attention on deck.
Attention on deck.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I can't believe that happened.
I wasn't expecting that.
Didn't see that one coming. Whoa. Hey, sorry, chaps. Didn't mean to spill coffee all over you.
My hydro flask gave the deuce concussion.
Man, what a great meeting. I'm glad we're back. We're so back.
We're so back. All
right, before we get into current events, this episode is brought to you by BW Tax, bwtaxllc.com. Did you know that BW is a Boston sports fan? Some would say he's not just interested in the sports. He's not just fascinated. He's obsessed with all things Boston sports. Pretty fired up. Talked to BW this morning via text as the Red Sox hung on to beat the Yankees. And as he would always tell you, new fiscal year means start thinking about your taxes. So bwtaxllc.com. This episode is also brought to you by Green Gridiron, Gridiron Green. We are still peddling helmets, the helmet peddlers. Some have called us. We can't remember the website, but the link is down below. If you buy a helmet, we get $5. $5 helps us edit this show. So head over to Green Gridiron, Gridiron Green, and buy your favorite sports team's helmet.
Ooh. Except A&M's, right, Jeff?
Except A&M. Well, yeah. Well, they had a couple in stock, but they weren't cool. You wouldn't have wanted them. It was like a silver one. It wasn't their like normal helmet. But
they didn't have that Wrecking Crew defense helmet. Spoiler alert. Tigers, Aggies. Let's hop right in.
Yeah, college football. I'll defer to the winner in this instance, Trey Gottlich in the Texas Aggies.
The spoilers belong to the victors.
Ugly game.
Yeah.
Really, really painful to watch. How many penalties did Auburn have?
1,000.
Close to A&M's? I don't know. It was a ton.
I think it was pretty close. It was.
Yeah. A&M had 119 yards of penalties.
Ooh.
I feel like Auburn wasn't far behind. Score 16-10.
Discipline. I bet there's trash in their locker room. If you peel back, if you put cameras in the locker room, I bet there's trash in there.
Especially old number 65 for Auburn. He had he's had a rough 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's gonna be looking for a job here pretty soon. So. But A&M came out on top. So happy about that. Defense looked pretty good for A&M. So or Auburn offense looked bad. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both.
What are you ranked now?
I think they shot up to 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
4-0 for the first time since 2016.
Wow. Oof. Dang.
Feeling pretty good, like you should?
Out of this 3-game stretch, that was kind of the A&M always has trouble with Auburn.
Yeah, I was really worried about Utah State. Once you guys got through that, I feel like things are looking better.
The other Aggies, yeah.
You got Mississippi State this weekend?
Yeah, Mississippi State's coming to A&M.
Okay.
Which they look pretty good against Tennessee. So
we'll see how it goes. Hanging around.
South Carolina's on a bye, right?
South Carolina's on a bye. I caught 0 of the games. That was a game caster this past weekend. It sounded like the Gamecocks played terrible. They just had a couple defensive touchdowns that made it look like a good win. Beamer ball.
Right. Win your clunkers.
W's W.
Yeah, that's right. Vandy 5-0.
Vandy's undefeated, going to Alabama this weekend.
So
Alabama lost or beat Georgia. I can't remember now.
Alabama won.
Alabama beat Georgia. All right.
Georgia's home winning streak, longest I think in the SEC. Actually, in college football, it was like 30 some odd games. That finally broke. So
it's a problem with streaks. They got to break.
They come to an end.
Tell that to Dabo.
But I have the pick'em pulled up.
Let's do it.
It's a pretty tough week.
And this week, as we do every week, as we've always done, Trey's Games of the Week brought to you by Robert Trey Gottlich III. It's like Pokemon. Gotta pick them all.
Got to pick them all.
Yep.
Pick them deep. Pick them deep.
We got all of them right so far this season, right? All of them?
Undefeated.
We haven't missed one?
Every week, Trey publishes last week's results.
Don't go back and look at the film, but I'm pretty sure if I remember.
Can you publish last week's results, Trey?
Yeah, let me see how we did last week.
I feel like we did good. I always go by feelings.
I think we picked Illinois, right? Illinois.
I did. Well, I did. I don't know if you actually listened, but I mean,
I did. I picked. That's who I picked.
Can't you just look at doesn't it tell you?
I'm looking at it right now. So Illinois, we picked Illinois.
That was a really good
game. They won. We picked Minnesota. They won. We picked Louisville over Pitt.
Lost.
They won. They won.
Knew that.
Undefeated, like I said.
We picked the Jayhawks. They lost to Cincinnati.
When that happens.
The fix was in.
Yeah, they were throwing.
Picked Notre Dame over Arkansas.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Go Irish.
Pittman fired.
Got Pittman fired.
Yep.
We picked UCF over Kansas State. UCF lost.
It's unfortunate.
So, I picked Ole Miss. I think we did. I don't know if we did as a group, but I picked Ole Miss.
It's a team effort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one team.
And then Ole Miss won, and then picked Oregon over Penn State. Oregon won. And then we picked Georgia over Alabama. Georgia lost. And then we picked the Mormons over Colorado.
They won. Barely. So what were we, 8-4?
Yeah. So we did all right. We're third
for the summary.
We're third place as a group. So
8-4. Yeah. All right.
Not bad. All right. You ready for this week?
Let's pick them deep. Let the big dogs eat.
All right. So we have an undefeated Iowa State going to Cincinnati.
Iowa State.
Yeah. Cyclones.
That's who. Okay. I agree. We have Kansas State 2-3 going to Waco to play the Baylor Bears, who are 3-2.
Baylor.
Give me the Bears.
That's who I picked. Okay.
Well, it's a team effort. So here's
our first tough one.
Okay.
We have Vanderbilt
game of the
5-0, ranked number 16.
Podcast game of the week.
Going to Alabama, who just coming off a win, 3-1.
Okay. Podcast game of the week, and Jeff picks the.
I gotta go Crimson Tide. They're gonna be out for revenge after last year. Okay. Podcast game of the week, and Gottlich goes.
I got Crimson Tide as well.
Let me just pull out this Commodore head real quick and throw it on.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. I'm going to take my shirt off now and jump off the high dive right after I give $100,000 away for this field goal kick. Commodores. I got the Commodores.
Ooh, all right. You got the Commodores.
I'm riding Vandy hard. I like their cocky quarterback. I think he's got something going.
Might be right.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Commodores.
Majority wins, though.
Majority wins. Just remember, I held my ground.
But make a note.
Make a note.
I'm going to note
it. All right. We have the Longhorns of Texas. University in Texas is going to Florida. The Swamp.
Ooh.
So Texas number 9, 3-1, playing 1-3 Florida.
It's
at
great.
The Swamp.
To be a Florida Gator. Yes, it's great to be a Florida Gator. Olivia McLeod, listener, likes to listen. That's for you. I'm going Gators. Gators all day.
Hefe.
I think we see a little bit of that DJ Lagway from last year. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Gators. I don't believe
you're going Gators. Okay. So
Jordy wins.
We'll go Gators. I'd like you won't. I'm not going to sit here and argue. Texas' biggest win was Sam Houston State.
Listen,
the worst team.
Arch Manning stared at someone, and all of a sudden, people think he's good. Like, cool, man, you stared at someone. You know what Steven Garcia would do? Like, bulldoze 400 people over and not even look back. Cool, you looked at someone. Big deal.
Okay, we'll go 40 Gators. I don't know. I think that could be a potential upset. All right, we have Virginia coming off that big win with Florida State, going to Louisville to play the Cardinals.
Fastest field rush in history. It was a fast field rush.
That was
wild. Like, that was insane how fast that field rush was.
The oldest university in the U.S., right?
Yeah. The Commonwealth of Virginia.
Who do we got?
I'm going Cavs, baby.
Good.
Yeah, Cavs. Riding high. No trash on the field after they stormed it. Disciplined units win. Yep.
All right. We have the Washington Huskies, who are 3-1, traveling across the country to play Maryland. 4-0.
Maryland's record?
4-0.
Oh, are they ranked?
No, they haven't played anybody.
Shout out Craig Robinson, sports fan, Washington guy, Slack member. We got a sports channel in Slack talking sports. He's a Huskies guy. I'm taking the Huskies.
I can lean that way.
I'm gonna go Terps. So we'll
go majority wins. I'm going Washington.
But make a note.
Jeff said
those West Coast to East Coast games are tough.
I look at USC.
It's like drill, man. Cross country drill. It's like, whew.
We have next one, 4 more. UNLV going to Wyoming. UNLV 4-0. Who's Dan Mullen, UNLV coach?
Oh, I didn't realize he was there.
Okay.
Soon to be Arkansas coach, probably.
Give me Wyoming.
No, dude. I'm going Dan Mullen.
I'm going Wyoming.
I'll go UNLV. I don't want to.
I was about to say they 94% chance to win. They give me the percentages down here.
Okay, Wyoming, 8th in Mountain West. 8th in Mountain West. Don't listen, guys. Lost 31-6 to Utah, but that's because the Mormons put a curse on them. Almost beat Coach Prime, lost by a field goal. Beat the brakes off of Northern Iowa, who's a real up-and-comer, and shut out Akron. I like Wyoming. I like them. They're Cowboys. They're the heartbeat of America. Give me the Cowboy football. Give me Jay Salville. Take it to War Memorial Stadium, and Cowboy Joe's going to come out, and Wyoming's going to beat the brakes off of UNLV.
All right, so as a group, we have UNLV, but make a note. Grant has Wyoming.
Put a note.
Okay, here's a good one. We have undefeated Miami, ranked number 3, 4-0, going to Florida State, coming off that loss.
Ooh.
I think personally they're out there. They want to make they're going to have a little bounce back.
I think Florida State is about to crumble in epic fashion.
I could also see that.
Give me the Hurricanes all day.
Jeff, who do you got?
Is it? Where is the game? Is it in Tallahassee?
It's at Florida State.
That fiery spear's going to come out.
Man, I want to pull for old Gus Malzahn. I want to get the Gus bus up and running. That saves me rocking. But I do think Miami's better. I think it's me Miami.
Okay, we'll do Miami.
What's the percentage say?
We have
Kansas
City. We have Kansas Jayhawks 3-2 traveling to the Bounce House. Is that UCF?
The Bounce House.
I never heard
Bounce House. UCF Knights 3-1.
I like Scott Frost. Big fan of the athletic director, Terry Mohahir. FB Mortgage Stadium's going to be rocking. Nothing quite like an American Athletic Conference East Division football game. Give me the Knights.
Okay. That's who I have. I have Knights.
Yeah, I got to go Knights. Scott Frost, great option quarterback back in the day in Nebraska.
The Veer.
Go watch some Scott Frost highlights. Those are some
Hey, A&M had a fullback run this weekend.
I saw that.
Forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Yep, here we go.
We have Duke Blue Devils going all the way across country to play them Cal Bears. 4-1 Cal Bears, 3-2 Duke. Danny Me has a.
Steve Spurrier coached it. Steve Spurrier coached at Duke. I still think he's got some lingering effects. I like the Blue Devils.
You like the Blue Devils?
Like the Blue Devils.
I got Cal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cal too. Again, that like.
Okay. We'll make a note.
Make a note.
Steve Spurrier and the Duke Blue Devils.
Lingering effects.
Hey, real quick. Where was Frost born? Not Robert. Scott.
Oh, his brother Scott.
Yeah. Give you a hint. He's a big boy.
Oh, he gotta be from Nebraska.
That's right. Nebraska. And that was the OK Podcast Pick'em Deep Picks of the Week, brought to you by Trey Gottlich. We've done it every week. We've always done it that way, and we'll always do it again. There are 3 notes made for Grant's picks. We'll remember them next week when we do the next episode. Okay. Should we let this guest in here?
Let him in.
Let's get him on here. So after some technical difficulties, I want to thank the Six for getting out to New York to see Dr. Gottlich. He's up and running. Caleb, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Okay.
Doing great. Doing okay. Welcome back.
All right.
Psyched to have you on here again.
Thanks. Yeah, man. Pumped.
So nice we did twice. All right.
Have to make a 3-peat.
Hey.
Wow. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah. Come on.
Wow.
Come on now.
We'll let the listeners decide on that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The enemy has
You're
a
part
vote.
of that population, so you're biased.
Yeah. The enemy has a vote. So what's new? You were on last year. Do you remember what month?
No, I'd have to go.
Yeah,
go
May
back
of
and
2024. Remember it like it was yesterday. Have no idea. But you were on before. You were doing some stuff. We talked deadlifts. We talked injuries. Now you've moved to New York. What's new in your life? How are you lengthening limbs?
Yeah, I think I was on before my daughter was born. So we had
Wow.
Congrats.
Hey,
we had
okay,
our
podcast
first
will do
baby. Yeah. Graduated residency, which was a big deal for me. Took boards, which was also stressful. Moved to New York, started a fellowship.
No.
Like an adult Bible fellowship or
Yeah.
okay.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fellowship
best
of the
kind.
Ring? Is that what you made, Grant? Fellowship of the Ring?
Star Trek. I love it.
I guess for those, people who don't know, like explain what a fellowship is and kind of from medical school and a quick synopsis going all the way to fellowship.
So you go into medical school 4 years generally. I did a victory lap. And then you pick a specialty your third year. You apply into that, interview, hopefully get accepted to a residency, which can range anywhere from 3 to 7 years, depending on what residency you do. So I did orthopedics, which was 5. And then like 95 or 98 or something % of orthopedic surgeons do a fellowship, which is just further subspecialization kind of in a specific field. So you could do sports or joint replacement or spine or pediatrics, different things like that.
What
so
are
I'm
you
doing limb lengthening and complex reconstruction, which is kind of like pretty niche. There's not many fellowships for that around the country. And then I'm doing a second fellowship next year in orthopedic oncology, which is tumors.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're an MD now.
Been an MD for 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. We've been an MD. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I know you're not a DDO. Only the Navy would use DDOs and be like, here's the battalion surgeon. He's a DDO. What does that mean? It means he's not a doctor, but here's your medical officer. Gee, thanks, Navy. No, I didn't mean it as a sign of disrespect. What I meant was, so the fellowship just like, does it give you more letters behind the MD or?
No, so at the end of residency, you take boards, and for orthopedics, there's like 2 parts to the board. So I took part 1, which makes me and passed it luckily, makes me board eligible. And then I'll go into practice and, hopefully pass part 2, which would make me board certified orthopedic surgeon. That's basically all it means. But the fellowship doesn't really add anything other than further specialization in your training.
The way I explain it, and I need you to correct me if I'm wrong, because I've told a lot of people this, is that medical school, within medical school, you do rotations. And that's kind of where you figure out what you want to do in your residency. So that's, hey, I really like this. I'm going to focus on this. And within your residency, you kind of do rotations within that residency to figure out what type of orthopedic surgery you like to do. And then once you kind of figure that, you're like, all right, I'm going to do a fellowship and focus just on that. Would you say that?
That's I think that's a pretty good overview.
Okay, good. I've told a lot of people that, so I want to make sure.
He's like, wow, that is totally inaccurate, Trey. You're like, well, they bought it.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty spot on.
Limb lengthening something that you I don't know, experienced during your residency, and then you want to dive in on that, or is it kind of like you apply for multiple fellowships and you're kind of just like, okay, hey, this is the program that appealed to me of the ones that I got accepted for, or how did that work?
So it's really weird. There's only 4 limb lengthening or deformity fellowships, in the US. And so it's not like a super highly sought after specialization that a lot of people do. But I thought it would be like a good supplement to tumor practice. Because in tumor, you're removing large pieces of bone and muscle generally. And so with limb lengthening, limb lengthening is like not a great term for actually understanding what it is, but basically you're using a principle called distraction osteogenesis, which means you create like a fracture in the bone and then you slowly pull that apart and your body like grows more bone. And so you can use that principle to span like large bony defects that are a result from a tumor resection.
Okay. So I guess a couple questions. So it could be result from tumor, or I don't know. What do I see in coaching? Someone breaks their femur, they get it repaired. As a result, one femur is now shorter than the other. Can it be used on that sort of thing? Or is it like deformities from birth, or all three?
All of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're even doing like elective limb lengthening, like stature lengthening or cosmetic lengthening, which is just people who want to be taller. So it's the same principle, but you can just apply it really in any field.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's more people with.
Could I?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm currently, I'd say Marine Corps usually clocks me in about 5'10" and a half, 5'11".
Always different.
I'm looking to bump up to like
6'1".
Like a
what
Nolan.
are we talking about? What could I max out at? Like health in a healthy, like realistic manner.
Can you lengthen my head?
Probably do like 6 inches.
Whoa. Where?
So usually you start from the femur, and you lengthen that first, and then if people still need more height or want to be further taller, then you can just do the tibias as well.
Whoa,
but it's like it's like a 2-year process. It's like
I forget it's got to take a long time. Oh my gosh!
Now you said like once you complete it though, like someone who's like was active, like can they still be equally as active? Like with the same,
yeah.
Or is there a risk to it?
Yeah, I think it depends on who you ask, but like you're changing like your natural proportions, and you're changing like your natural resting muscle length and your whole kind of inherent kind of neuromuscular connection. So there's definitely like some learning coordination.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if you can like get back to the same level of athleticism that you could before, but I'm sure some people do. It would just take quite a bit of work.
So you fracture the femur, and then do you like hang the person upside down every night for like an hour? There must need constant tension, right? For this to work.
So it all like is based off of something called like an Elizarov principle, which is like a kind of a way of thinking about kind of fracture healing in bones from this guy named Elizarov, who like accidentally discovered distraction osteogenesis. And so we use internal magnetic lengthening nails. So it's like a metal rod that goes in the middle of the bone, and then it has a magnet that runs the gears that makes the nail longer. And so you use like an external remote control to engage the magnet. And then there's another German one called the fit bone, which you implant. It's got like basically wires that go to like a device that you bury under the skin, and then you can like stimulate it that way. But the one we use here is a magnetic one that runs with a big magnet.
Wow. Guess it really is the end times.
It's a bunch of tall people walking around for the rapture.
Tall people trying to get to heaven. Yeah, man. Walking around with their heads in the clouds. Is the preponderance of your work on corrective or cosmetic? I guess they could both be considered corrective, but I mean, like, do you understand the question?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Probably corrective, I guess. Cosmetic lengthening is still like a little bit it's like a little bit controversial. People sometimes aren't really on board with it because they say it's like imparting unnecessary risk for basically no reason, but it kind of falls into like plastic surgery kind of mentality. But most of the stuff that we do, I would say, is like post-traumatic or congenital. And then one of the reasons I came here to New York is they do something called osteointegration, which actually like falls in line with a lot of military guys. It was kind of brought about like through DOD stuff. But it's basically after someone's had an amputation, then you can put like a metal rod into that bone, which you leave part of it sticking out of the skin, and then you can connect the prosthesis like into that metal rod. So instead of like an amputation fitting with a socket, which is unstable and uncomfortable, you have like a direct skeletal connection, and people's functional ability is like astronomically better.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
That's really interesting. Yeah. Dang.
That's why they call it limb lengthening.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, every time we
I was
have
wondering why they called it that.
Every time we have a repeat guest on, we do this little game that we play called Rapid Fire. And the rules of Rapid Fire is we just go clockwise in the screen, and the guest gets to go last. And so we all ask you a question rapidly, and then you answer it at your own pace. And then when you're done, you ask one of us a question. It's a game. It's a fun one. The listeners really love it. So with that, I'll kick it over to Jeff.
Okay, rapid fire. Are you still lifting in New York here? Have you found a good gym? What's the lifting situation like?
Yeah, I'm still lifting probably 3 times a week if I can, but it's all like clustered Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really. It's crazy that like here there's an Equinox on like every corner, but it's like $300 a month or something, which
sounds like a deal. Can't afford not to sign up.
A little steep for me. So I joined Crunch, which is the same gym that I used in Lubbock, and got like a little better pricing for my income. So,
nice.
Yeah, I try and go when I can. It's been less frequent than I wanted to, but yeah, I think it's been pretty good, more or less.
Now, one of the rules of rapid fire is within the subject that was asked by the first person, we can ask sub questions. So the sub question, which doesn't have to be delivered rapidly, that I'm going to ask, which is not my question, is I see the little carrier back there. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should watch on YouTube. You should kind of see Dr. Gottlich's whole life happening behind him. He's got that carrier where the diapers are stuffed in him and the little stuffed animals. So congrats on your daughter, right? Yeah, that's super exciting. So you're lifting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I assume because of work schedule, but then you have this whole daughter thing that can also hamper the lifting. So you don't get to lift as much as you want, but you do lift when you can. So what do you do? What are you like saying? This is my bang for buck since I'm really tight on time as a daddy doctor.
I was thinking about questions before I came on here, and this is going to like kind of parlay into the question that I was going to ask.
So the other rule to the rapid fire question game is you can always parlay. Anytime the guest can always parlay.
That's like the number one rule.
The guest always gets to parlay. So you're good.
So
sounds like you didn't study the rules for this game.
Did we not send you the rules briefing? Yeah. All right. And then we go dun, 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 entering parlay. Go ahead.
I don't have. I've never been very good about like keeping a routine, like a written thing or anything like that. So I kind of just, because of the infrequency that I'm able to go, I just split it up into like a push-pull legs type situation. And I sprinkle deadlift whenever I'm feeling like exceptionally motivated on whichever of those 3 days. And then, and I've mostly been doing like legs, generally revolves around back squat. This week I did front squat. And then like push pull, like I'll do flat bench and incline bench generally for push, and then like dips and some type of tricep workout. And then pull, it's usually like pull-ups, maybe like bent over barbell rows, And then I've gotten really into kind of like mid-range, like machine cable rows. I don't know why. I've just kind of gotten into doing those a lot. And the crunch that I go to here is not like super well stocked. So there's like one bench, there's a one power rack, and so it's like sometimes slim picking. So sometimes that dictates what I do. But
Yeah.
Situation dictates. I get it.
Yeah.
So that parlay,
but it is kind of weird when I first got here. I think I might have told you this, Trey, but when I first got here, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone because I went to this gym and it's like in the basement, and there's a guy on the bench and he's benching like 10 pounds on each side. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And like, I kept on going back multiple times and like nobody will bench more than like 135. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I've never been in a gym that is going on. It's just crazy. And so there's always like an abundance of 45s around, which is nice. But
Caleb's strongest guy in New York.
Yeah.
Strongest guy in New York. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's basically what he was hitting at. We get it. We get what you're saying.
Yeah. No, this last time I went, there was a guy who was just like sitting on his phone on the incline bench with no weight on the bar. And I was like, hey, are you like done? And he's like, oh no, I got 2 more sets. And he's benching just the bar. And I was like, I don't know.
Got to start somewhere.
It's probably the career planner in there rehabbing his shoulder, honestly. He's just trying to get some movement to it. Are we exiting the parlay?
He's probably like, man, I wish if I was taller, I could do more.
Yeah, right.
Maybe my arms were longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, parlay's done.
Okay.
Exiting parlay. All right. So now back to the rules. Trey, do you have a sub question to the first question before we move to the second question?
No, I got a separate question.
Nothing for the group. Well, it's not your turn yet per the rule book.
Oh,
go clockwise.
No.
So we're moving down. So it's
Seems
my
like
turn.
no one reviewed the rules that
I'm really
outlined for this segment.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to sports. I should probably talk to you about lifting and stuff, but I'm going to take you to sports. So you're in New York. A little pre-question to set the groundwork, which is authorized per the rule book. Are you aware that there was a game today in your city?
No.
Oh,
you need to run the tape back from last time, man. I don't watch sports.
Yeah, that's why this question actually is relevant. I didn't know Red Sox are playing the Yankees in New York, new playoff format because it's a wild card thing and Yankees have a better record. All 3 games are in New York. Oh. The New York Yankees outlawed people from the state of Massachusetts. If they don't have a Massachusetts, if they have a Massachusetts billing zip code, they can't buy tickets to the game to get like all Yankees fans in there. And as a non-sports fan, because I was curious, like sports cities, I didn't know, like, is there like a buzz in New York of playoff baseball's here, Yankees are here, Red Sox are coming to town, or is this all brand new information to you because the Yankees suck?
Yeah, basically, I've trained myself throughout my life where people start talking sports and I just tune it out. So there's probably a buzz going on.
You didn't even hear the question.
Did you ask something yet?
Yeah. Okay. Well, per the rules, I can't ask another question.
Oh, no.
But they can clean it up with a sub question. Okay. So no buzz in New York. Got it.
There was like the only buzz that I've seen. I went running yesterday and there was like a huge group of people at the UN building. So I'm assuming there was some UN thing, but they were not wearing baseball uniforms, so I don't think it's related.
No, that's called that was the summit that happened with all the world leaders coming in, separate from baseball. Similar,
that was actually the Secretary of War going over the height weight standards for the troops.
So maybe politics is on with baseball.
Yeah,
Caleb's lack of knowledge. Yeah.
Okay. Any sub questions to the non-sports question that's authorized? I'm gonna guess no.
Nothing for the group.
It's not looking good for the 3P right now.
Yeah, no parlay. Trey, you're up.
I know we can get into something that I know we're all into, a little bit of chow talk.
Oh, yeah.
I guess 2-parter. One.
Whoa. Is that permissible? 2-parter?
Yeah, no. So you're going to have to like set it up for the other host that we know what to ask as a sub question. You don't actually get 2 questions, but what you can do is ask a set the ground rule question. Like you can ask a question that like sets the framework, so you can kind of cheat it a little bit, but you can't just say 2-parter. That's cheating. That's like putting a tee up before you're going to run it back. That's the
Since Grant never asked a question, though, you can have his question. That's like an addendum to the rules. So you
did read the addendum pages. Good.
I was about to say, I played by the old rules, and 2-parters were allowed.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll stick to one then.
Okay,
chow talk. As far as
are you saying child or chow?
Chow.
Oh, chow. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, chow talk.
Child talk.
No, chow.
Yeah. It's that Corpus Christi accent.
As far as any restaurants near, I know you haven't really ventured too far out from where y'all are at right now. What's your like top 2, top 3? I'm coming there in November, so looking to have some good chow down there.
Man, there's a ton of good places. Like we haven't. I think we've repeated restaurants once so far, maybe. I went to a place called Quality Meats. That's pretty good.
It's good quality.
It's good quality and it's meat.
That's good.
Yeah, aptly named. And then where was that other place? Bourbon Steak, I think is what it was called. That place was really good, but it was very expensive. We went there when we found out that I passed boards and we were like celebrating, and the hostess like had no idea like what income level we were, because she like introduced the meal and was like, I think you guys would really like this. It's a caviar Twinkie, and it was like a $300 appetizer. And I was like,
I'll take 3.
Yeah. It's like, do you guys have some free bread or something like that?
Do you have like regular Twinkies anywhere?
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
It was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's been a lot of good places.
Okay. Sub question. Ground rules question though, to set up the sub question. Are you like, you're like in the city?
Yeah. I'm in Upper East Side, Manhattan.
Okay. Do you have a favorite hot dog cart?
Side. I haven't eaten a hot dog yet here.
How about you had a glizzy?
No glizzies.
How about a sizzy?
There's not a lot of hot dog carts around, but there's a lot of halal carts around.
Ooh,
right. No blood.
So
no blood. Yeah, you bloodlet the animal, right?
I honestly don't know what makes something halal.
Yeah, there's no blood. You
right.
like drain the blood. So they never watched the movie There Will Be Blood, because it messes with the chow.
They're like, no, there won't be.
Yeah, I can't. There will not be blood. You never seen that movie?
Apologies though to any listeners if we are totally botching your.
Any big halal guys out there, potential sponsors.
We're real sorry. We're shooting from the hip on this one.
Yeah, part of the rules. Not allowed to look anything up.
No references.
Follow on question sub. So naval letter format. We were on paragraph 2, which was Trey's question. Jeff was 2 Alpha. I'm now 2 Bravo. You find a good coffee spot?
Yeah, there's a lot of good coffee places here. Yeah. There's a place that I like really close to the hospital called Oslo. And then so I'm on call every other weekend, and every other weekend I have to like find myself some type of motivation. So I'll usually like wake up and go around on everybody. And then I'll leave the hospital, walk to Oslo, get a coffee, walk back. And there's this really good bagel place called Kosar's. And so I stop by and get like a bagel sandwich and then go back to my office and write notes. But it's pretty good.
Sounds
motivator.
like a good way to get motivation.
But it costs like $30.
Yeah, you're a doctor. I mean, it's like
you're like what? Billionaire
doctor.
Right now?
Yeah. Imagine if you were using yens, you'd be rich. And so now it goes to you.
Now it goes to me.
Yeah.
So the question that I was thinking that kind of I've already answered, but I'm just going to leave it open. I'm not going to ask anyone specifically. So I'll just let you guys jump in. But do you think it's better to have like a training goal? Like I know some people who like sign up for races, you know, to like have some type of goal to train for? Or do you think it is better to just go in and do whatever? Or how do you guys approach that?
Coach.
Oh, I mean, Jeff's got to weigh in on that first.
That's true.
I'll weigh in. So then Jordy can edit my part out and then we'll roll into a strength co video.
Oh, we are.
All right.
Give our makeup out.
Yeah. I like having a goal. I don't know. Like for me, right now I'm training for a trail race marathon that's going to be at the end of October. Very ready for that to be just behind me and done with that. But I don't know. It's been kind of fun. Different style of training that I've been used to. I don't know. It just kind of gives guardrails to your training and gives you some structure and something to push for. And so you're not just kind of like, well, I'm just going to deadlift again and I'll just see where this deadlift goes forever. But also that works. But I think it kind of just, I don't know, gives a little bit of something to push for. Keeps it fresh, keeps it fun. That's my take on it.
4.
I would say I think it's evolved as I've gotten older. I feel like, well, maybe, yeah, I think when I was younger, I would set a goal. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try to squat this much or deadlift this much, whatever it might be. As I get older now, it's like, hey, I just want to walk when I'm like 20 years from now. Like, so I guess it's a sense of goal, but like, I guess it shifted a little bit. So answer your question. Yeah, I guess goals.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll jump in really quick, but I think, I don't know. I think that's like a little bit different than I was thinking about. I was thinking of goal as like training for like a meet or something. I guess that kind of makes sense. Because I was just thinking kind of like what Jeff was saying, right? Like you're like a little bit dreading like this race to a certain degree, like you're ready for it to be done with, right? Mm-hmm. And like when I was training for races, that's how it was you go in and train and you kind of don't enjoy it necessarily. It's like an obligation that you're just trying to check off. And it's not, I didn't find it super enjoyable. And I feel like a lot of people that I see who do that kind of end up, reaching their goal and then just like totally stopping and losing all progress that they made. And then they'll eventually get back on. But it's like a much more like vacillatory cycle of like training really hard and then stopping, training really hard and stopping. And I feel like, I don't think that I'm training very intelligently because like, I just like going in and lifting because I like lifting. I don't like necessarily set a goal. I'm like, maybe I can do a little bit more than I did last week or whatever, but I'm not like training for something. But I think because of that, it's probably not the healthiest like on my body, but I feel like it's given me like more longevity. Like I've lifted consistently since I was in 9th grade, basically. And so I just like enjoy it. And I think it would be probably better like efficacy if I set up, like periodization and started doing like, mesocycles or something like that. And like actually tracking different progress of different lifts and then mixing it up and doing that. That would probably be more effective, but I just enjoy like lifting whatever I feel like that day and then leaving.
You know what the first rule of good training is, right?
What's that?
Is it miserable? If the answer is yes, keep training. If the answer is no, make it more miserable. That's rule number 1. No, I'm kind of kidding. I think what you're asking more is, should you have a goal? Is like, should you have a plan or like follow something? And I mean, I've kind of changed my mind on this as I've lifted for a lot longer and coach folks. I think if you don't, like, you're also someone with the basis of strength. You can deadlift in the 400s for reps. You can squat in the 300s for reps. You can bench in probably the 300s for reps. Am I right on all those? Or 200 upper twos?
Upper twos.
Yeah, upper twos for reps, right? You can like press, over a plate for reps. So like you are what I would say like physically strong or strong enough. So for you, then it comes like, hey, what makes my training enjoyable to an extent, I think is how I would set your training up. With that said, I think there needs to be some type of like loose plan of, hey, there needs to be some type of if my goal is to continue to get stronger, some type of heavy set of 5 in there somewhere. And then I'm on the cable rows and the bent over barbell rows and all the other stuff I like. But I think the big foundational lifts, heavy, are like a good basis of the training. If you're someone that is not have your lifts up though, or is like starting to work out, then like you need a plan, because you have proven that without a plan, you jump on and off programs and do different things. And I think that people's plan that are new to working out or getting started in lifting weights should be to get stronger. That is the goal, the plan. So then it's like, hey, I'm going to follow this methodical process to get my lifts up. Where I differ from, maybe some folks in the community that I hold a coaching credential and starting strength is like, hey, at some point, like strong kind of is strong enough. It's like, if I can deadlift 500 pounds, is it cool to set a goal to deadlift 550? Sure. Is that keep me in the gym and keep my deadlift at 500 pounds as I'm trying to pursue this thing? Yeah, that's great. At the same time, am I going to have like a much better quality of life from taking my deadlift from 500 to 550? No. Is it going to feel any different when I like pick up the neighbor's refrigerator and carry it up the stairs in my Upper East Side Manhattan, apartment? Like, no, it's going to like feel the same. I'm strong enough. So then it's like, hey, these micro goals inside my training plan might keep my training more interesting. I'm going to squat and deadlift, but not kill myself and be miserable all the time. But I'm going to try to set a goal to lift a weight on the press I've never lifted. But those things, I think, apply after you've done the hard work to like get stronger. You've been lifting consistently since 9th grade. Your numbers are up. It's kind of like, hey, what's going to keep my numbers up now as I age to stay strong? So I don't know that it's as important. I often tell new lifters or lifters that have lifted in the gym for a while, like they become so maniacal and overly focused like on the numbers that I'm like, hey, who cares? Like keep your squat above 300 and why don't you run a 5K? Right? Like, why don't you, I don't know, do triathlon, biathlon, like do some type of event and alongside your strength training to like keep you, excited and motivated. But like, I don't do that. I just am like, hey, it's supposed to be hard and heavy. At the same time, I'm not following like a methodical plan right now. I'm not trying to PR anything. I go into the gym twice a week to squat, and I squat between 365 and 400 depending on how I'm feeling. Like that's what I've done for the last 4 months. Like I'm just like, hey, I'm just like keeping a basis going. I think signing up for a meet can help people that are really into strength training and like finding their top peak performance, because the meet it gives you something to like focus your training. Like I have 8 weeks to this event in which I'm going to try to be the strongest I've ever been. But that's also not for everyone. Some people then become head cases because they're worried, am I going to perform the best that I've ever performed on the meet day? Yeah, I don't know. I think goals are good, but yeah, I don't know if that answered you at all.
Yeah.
Good question.
Great question.
Stuff.
Got a question about lifting, call Grant. If you got a question about taxes, call BW. If you got a question about limb lengths, call Dr. Daddy. Yeah, we always say. And now, as the final rules of the rapid fire question game with the guest, we have the opportunity to throw a challenge flag and ask another question if you have anything burning. 10-second timer. 9, 8. 7.
What was that pepper that you ate the other day when I was talking to you? No, go back to the chow talk.
I've
seen
Calabrian.
Grant would be a fan of this.
Calabrian peppers.
Never heard of it.
Have you ever had that?
Oh man, they're really good.
Yeah, spicy or like flavorful or both?
Both. Yeah, it's like an Italian pepper.
Ooh, I'm kind of offended as an Italian that I didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, actually. It's like you not knowing what brisket is.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's the best pork around.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Especially the ones from Boston and their butts.
Right. Pork rolls.
Taylor ham all day. That ends rapid fire questions. Good game, everybody. Nice job.
Best that's ever been done.
It's true.
Yeah, we've done it every week. Yeah. So that's what we've always done. How old's your daughter?
She's almost 10 months.
Oh, okay. So you're like a month behind us. You're right in there. So she's like standing.
It's not a competition, but yeah.
It is a competition. Yeah, 34th percentile.
She's cruising. She's not standing.
Okay. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. She's been good. She likes the city.
Yeah, big city girl.
Yeah.
It's a competition clearly amongst brothers because you had one and Trey's like, watch this, 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't keep up.
Yeah. Nobody can. Nobody ever tried either.
Tried. I imported 2 of them.
Well, we can't talk to you about sports. I'm amazed that you listen to this podcast, and that's crazy. Like, you must just be like, what are they talking? Well, I guess the podcast is probably short.
You just
I don't even
roll call. And then
I don't even fast forward through the sports.
Yeah.
I don't even fast forward through it.
What's your favorite part?
Probably the lifting, honestly.
Oh, okay. We should talk about that more.
But it's just like a thing that I can listen to that's like familiar that I don't have to think about, which is nice.
Oh, so you want us to be more intellectual?
That's our tagline.
Yeah.
Familiar. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah. That's it. Potential sponsor, intellectual.com. Yeah. Some people have called it the best podcast ever. We've also had people say there's no podcast like the OK Podcast. But the
what else has your mom said?
My mother? Yeah, that's our one listener. Well, we have 2 listeners, including you.
Giving the feedback.
Yeah. We did get, let's go out to the outlying stations. We did get some stuff from Lance Corporate. I forgot. I don't remember where he put it. Maybe he commented somewhere, but I can't find it now. Let me see. Lance Corporate, here you go. God created birds on the 5th day, chickens, and land mammals on the 6th day, cows. Hope this helps. I think that was some Chow Talk. Speaking of which, at this point of the show, Jeff takes us into Chow Talk, and every time we have a guest on, they get to participate in Chow Talk. So we're rolling in Chow Talk now, and then at that point, we'll go into everyone's favorite part of the show, where you get to say okay and do an ad read. With that, I'll turn it over to the 3.
Okay, yeah. This week's Chow Talk, this will be good. We got a couple Texans on. We got a couple people from the South. We're gonna talk barbecue.
We're from the South. Good job, Caleb.
So nailed it. That's a true listener right there. Barbecue. We'll kind of just working around here, like favorite meats. But like, are you a sauce guy? Are you not a sauce guy? Are you like more your vinegar based sauce? Are you more mustard based sauce? Tomato based sauce? Like, what are you into?
Are we talking meats or are we talking sauces?
We're talking meats and
barbecue. We're talking barbecue.
Okay.
Mainly meats.
Can we all agree that a barbecue is not a circular Coleman grill in your backyard that you're throwing like steaks and burgers and glizzies on? Can we all agree that you're not barbecuing? Hey, you want to have a barbecue?
Fair enough.
Okay, ground rules set. All right, so we're
Ground
talking.
rules set.
We're talking low and slow.
Cookout?
That's just a cookout. That's just grilling meats. That's just at my house in the Wes. We just call that Sunday afternoon.
Hey, there you
The
go.
morale major's just cooking up glizzies.
All right, we'll start with our guest.
Yeah, always do.
Talk about favorite cuts of meat. How you like it prepared?
You know what? I used to not like brisket, but I really like brisket a lot now, and it's changed like over the last few years. And what I didn't know about brisket until I moved here is that it started as like a Jewish thing. Did you know that?
Is that why you didn't like it at first, or? I'm confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan,
I was trying to run
that out.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe leave it in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So brisket is up there, but I also like, good barbecue sausage. I'm not a huge rib guy. Ribs are just kind of okay for me, but I do like barbecue turkey. Turkey's like smoked turkey.
Yeah, I like smoked turkey.
And I would say in terms of barbecue sauce, I'm despite being from Texas, really big into like the vinegar based sauces.
Good man. Good man. You die and go to heaven. You're at the pearly gates, and Jesus says, you're going to come in, but for the rest of your time in eternity, you're only going to eat one barbecue meal, and you'll make it the best you've ever had it. What would you like on that plate?
I would just keep it simple with brisket, 2 slices of white bread, onion, jalapeno and pickle, and vinegar-based sauce.
Good man.
But sliced brisket, not chopped brisket.
No burn-ins for him.
Very important to distinguish that. All right, we'll kick it to our other resident Texan, Trey. What are your thoughts?
Hey, it's going to sound pretty similar. Like, I'm a big brisket fan. Having traveled for work, I always try to find Texas monthly barbecue spots and go there and compare them. And I always do the same to keep no variables. I always do sausage, usually jalapeno sausage and moist brisket. And that's how I kind of rate them. So if I was building a plate, it would just probably consist of just moist brisket, jalapeno sausage. I really don't need any sides, man. I'm just good with just the straight protein.
Just meats. Okay,
yeah,
have you
keep
found
the bread too?
What's the best spot that you found so far on your barbecue journey?
Man, my favorite is probably still Lockhart, Texas. Was it Blackstone there is pretty good.
Okay.
Kreitz Meat Market is pretty good. Both those places.
Like it. All right. 2 Texans, two shout outs for briskets. Surprise.
Why? What do you got?
Shocking.
I'm a big pulled pork guy. That was just like,
because he's from the south.
Big pulled pork guy. Love a pulled pork sandwich. Like that's such a, just on like a kind of like very underwhelming like bun is fine with me, but then you just pile that thing on there with some pulled pork, maybe a little bit of sauce, some pickles, sometimes throw some coleslaw on there, but for the most part, I mean, just like good pulled pork and a little bit of sauce. Oof, that'll do it right for me.
I gotta say, you're in luck because the Killer Bees traveling duos. So we're standing at the pearly gates together after the rapture. I'm gonna be like, Lord, I don't need a plate. I need that whole hog cooked up over a concrete. I need that whole hog pulled pork barbecue chopped up on a plate with a nice slide of coleslaw. I'll tell you what, you let Caleb sit at my table and I'll take some of his vinegar-based barbecue sauce to go on top. But you keep that Texan with that thick old sauce and that jalapeno sausage away. Don't want nothing coming on to my pulled pork sandwich. Yes, sir. Whole hog.
And then he'd be like, Grant, weren't you born in Texas?
Yeah. No, Lord. No, Lord.
Record show.
No, Lord. I can see clearly now. Yeah, that's right. I got to give a little gatwa here, which means that I'm taking no one with me. What I'm going to do while I'm gone is not be here for the end of the show, and the actions that you need to take as you get us across the finish line. Make sure he gives us a good okay, and make sure that he does a nice ad read. We hadn't had an ad read in a while. Caleb, great to see you. Duty first, mission always, Marines last, height and weight, pass the test, don't be fat. See you next time.
Got to go defend freedom. He's standing on the wall. Duty calls.
Oh, my goodness.
Now that we can actually talk, huh?
I'm glad he's gone.
Wait, what are we supposed to do? I don't remember. Did you get anything else?
I forgot the instructions. I just know you got to do an ad read and you got to say okay. Outside of that, I feel like. So how much? I guess we can start bringing this thing down for a landing. So how much longer are you in New York for?
Like 10 more months, basically.
10 more months, so probably through next summer. Any things that is on your New York bucket list that you want to get done?
Good question.
Let's see. Megan had wanted to do like a foliage tour thing. I don't know, like a upstate kind of go looking at the leaves changing. So maybe we'll do that.
That's a good one.
Other than that, we haven't done like a lot in the other boroughs. And so I think going over to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn has like a ton of good places to eat. So trying to find some more restaurants in Brooklyn.
That's good, because question was like, hey, bucket list for New York City, and your one item was to leave New York City. So
well, I mean, I feel like I've already done quite a bit like in the city.
Fair enough. Okay.
Oh, I do want to go to a comedy show. I'm supposed to go to a comedy show in a couple of weeks, I think.
At the was it the Comedy Cellar? Is that what it is?
No, I'm going to one called Sesh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like a smaller comedian doing kind of like local stuff. I think trying to build up his jokes for like a special or something.
Nice. That'd be cool.
So we'll see how that goes.
And then second fellowship is where's that going to be at? So next time you're on the pod, about in a year.
Yeah, we're moving to London in July, and then we'll be there for about a year as well.
Dang, that's cool. And then this will be the one that's more like I'm going to butcher the actual, but like cancer based kind of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
So,
overseas, foggy London town.
Yeah.
Hello, you sound like you're from London.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool.
But I guess I had one more question for you into the ad read. So Jeff told me to watch him and Kaylee watch the Pit.
Yeah.
I know you've watched it because it popped up on my Amazon.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts? I've heard a lot of people come to me say, "Oh, this is very realistic." What do you think about it?
Based on my experience, it is entertaining. I would not say it's like super realistic in the sense that like the ER is, depending on where you are, can be busy, but it's like there's never like that diversity of like really intense stuff like all in one night, and it's never like that busy. And like the ER physicians oftentimes at places that I've trained don't take like that level of autonomy of doing like every single thing that they do on that show. And oftentimes they consult specialists to do that stuff.
Wow.
So
no, he's a super doctor. He was doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's probably different. Like, I guess hypothetically, if that's an academic emergency room, like they consult people to do like a lot of stuff in academic medicine, like in the ER. So I think if you were in like a private ER, then they do a lot more stuff because they bill for that stuff and like they get money for doing those procedures. But,
see, I thought your biggest gripe was there was no paperwork.
That's true. There is also apparently no paperwork, which is like a huge part of practicing.
Jeff, did you like that show?
I thought it was entertaining. I got a slightly different perspective that my wife's a nurse, so watching her, she was like, "There's like 2 nurses in this show," and then like they kind of hand wave it away. They're like, "Oh yeah, there's that nursing shortage. We only have doctors here."
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
But
there is a nursing shortage. I feel like there is a nursing shortage, like in a lot of the ERs that I worked. Like where I did my residency, we were short of nurses, but there's always nurses around. It was just like they were working a lot and had like a huge patient census that they were carrying. But yeah, there's never like one nurse around. And doctors are like not that capable of doing all this stuff without nurses. So.
Fair enough.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
But, well,
I'm trying to keep it a little bit, politically correct here.
Yeah.
You want to let's bring this thing down for a landing. So
Let's do it.
Step 1, ad read.
Okay.
So you've done it before, so you should be seasoned at it.
I've done it before, but apparently nobody liked it. It wasn't on the. What's the board that you guys have?
Oh, the best ad read.
Yeah.
To be fair, like there was a bunch of heavy hitters on there.
I was pretty early on. Like the board was not full when I was here last time.
I don't even remember.
Well, you're not last.
Okay.
Well, that way. You're not the worst I've heard.
This is a chance to claim the top spot. So we know you've been practicing. It's probably
I haven't. And what I did is I plugged it into ChatGPT.
Oh, this
and
is
so this is
ChatGPT?
Yeah, so this is ChatGPT.
And it's like, I've never heard of
okay.
this podcast.
I'm trying to. It gave me like a bunch of different ones. I'm trying to see which one's the best. Here, this one's good. This is BW Tax 30-second commercial draft.
Okay. BW
All right,
Tax.
Yeah, I need some type of. Yeah, I need some type of like intro. There you go. Okay.
Take one. Go.
Taxes can be confusing, stressful, even overwhelming, but at BW Tax, we do things differently. No call centers, no endless wait times, just real people, ready to listen, ready to act, and ready to solve your tax problems fast. Whether it's a small question or a big challenge, our team is here, responsive every step of the way. BW Tax, real people, real solutions, real peace of mind.
Yeah.
Solid.
Do you like it or not?
No, I feel like that's pretty good. I like the director's choice of taking it as BW Tax.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, that's like real Christopher Nolan right there. So I thought that was a good choice. Yeah.
It's called method acting.
There. Yeah. It's
method acting as BW.
I felt like I was reading that ad.
Yeah.
And then I guess the last thing, we need I think just a solid okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nailed
See,
it.
that's one of the better ones, I feel
that, like. Nice.
That should make the board.
That's like been on before. You don't have to give them the full on prompt.
You guys work too hard, man.
Nailed it. That was solid. Solid.
I feel like that matters more than earmuffs BW than the ad read. If you can give a good okay, I feel like that's what you made it.
There you go.
All right,
Trey.
well, I got nothing else. You want me to go ahead and close this out?
Let's do it.
Hey, as always, what episode are we on? 078.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
I believe 078 of the
Okay
podcast. Always like to thank our sponsor BW Tax. Thank you for the ad read. If you want taxes done, call BW. If you got lifting questions, call Grant. If you want to be taller, call Dr. Gottlich. Thank you to our guest, Dr. Gottlich, for being on here, coming on in a pinch. I'd like to thank our other sponsor, Gridiron Gridiron. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, there's a link below. Go ahead and click that. Buy yourself a helmet down there. While you're down there, you will see a link to the Slack channel. Use code OK, get a little discount. Hop on there. Feel free to ask us any questions about, I don't know, chow, life, love, whatever it is. But most importantly, you get your lifting questions answered there by Grant or Grant Bot. If you're not watching this on YouTube, not sure what you're doing with your life, but you better get on it. Yeah, give us a follow there and leave a comment. Love to interact with you. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com and you will see all the social media links there. Give us a follow there and a like. We are all very active on our individual social media, so we'd like to connect with you there as well. And Grant's not here, so I don't think I missed anything, but please remember we are powered by the Street Cup. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, nailed it. It's perfect.
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
Just like our college football picks.
As always, thank you for listening.